When you consume an egg, your body does something surprising within the first 30 minutes. Your liver begins synthesizing high-density lipoprotein, or HDL, often called the good cholesterol. Common belief dictates that eggs, with their cholesterol content, should raise your cardiovascular risk. However, a 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found no direct link between egg consumption and heart disease. Instead, the choline in eggs aids brain health by forming acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for memory and muscle control. This counters the outdated notion that eggs inherently harm your health. Next, your body turns to a very different task. Consider carbohydrates. Often branded as dietary villains, they actually provide glucose, your brain's primary energy source. Within 20 minutes of consuming them, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone facilitating glucose uptake by cells. Contrary to the belief that carbs lead solely to weight gain, insulin regulates blood sugar levels and stores excess glucose as glycogen for later use. A 2020 meta-analysis in The Lancet revealed that diets rich in whole grains, rather than refined carbs, improve heart health. The key lies in the type of carbohydrate, not a blanket avoidance. Meanwhile, let's explore another misunderstood food. Red meat hits a controversial note, often feared for its saturated fat. Yet within an hour of consumption, your body begins to break down its iron content, specifically heme iron, which is more efficiently absorbed than plant-based iron. This process supports oxygen transport in your blood. While excess intake is linked to health issues, moderate consumption, per a 2019 Harvard study, can enhance muscle maintenance and cognitive function due to its protein and vitamin B12 content. The misconception lies in disregarding quality and quantity. Another nutrient faces similar misconceptions. Fats, particularly saturated fats, have long been demonized. Yet after you eat them, they do more than threaten your waistline. Your body uses them to build cell membranes and absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. This happens within the first 2 hours of digestion. A 2017 review in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed no consistent link between saturated fat intake and heart disease. Instead, the type of fat matters more, with trans fats posing real threats. Fat's role extends beyond weight, influencing cellular function and vitamin absorption. Another surprising truth awaits in the realm of sugars. Sugar, often maligned, sets off immediate reactions in your body. Within 15 minutes of consumption, it triggers a dopamine release in your brain, similar to addictive substances. A 2017 study at Princeton found that sucrose can cause dopamine surges comparable to morphine, yet the villainous label oversimplifies sugar's role. While excessive intake leads to metabolic issues, sugars in fruits come with fiber and nutrients that slow absorption and mitigate spikes. The key is balance and source, not blanket avoidance. These revelations challenge prevailing myths and redefine our understanding. Inside your body, the digestion of protein reveals a complex orchestration. When you consume meat or legumes, your stomach secretes hydrochloric acid and pepsin, an enzyme breaking proteins into peptides. These then travel to your small intestine, where pancreatic enzymes like trypsin further cleave them into amino acids. These amino acids, absorbed into your bloodstream, build and repair tissues, crucial for muscle synthesis. A 2019 study in Nature Metabolism demonstrated that these processes also signal mTOR, a protein kinase regulating cell growth. It's a delicate ballet of enzymes and signals, showing protein's role beyond simple muscle building. Your gut microbiome performs astonishing feats with fiber. Soluble fiber from foods like oats and beans travels undigested to your colon. There, bifidobacterium ferments it into short-chain fatty acids such as butyrate. Butyrate has a key role. It suppresses NF-kappa B signaling in colon cells, reducing inflammatory markers within 6–8 hours, as noted in a 2020 Gut Microbes review. This anti-inflammatory effect can lower the risk of diseases like colorectal cancer. Thus, fiber feeds not just you but your microbial allies, highlighting the unseen microbial dance inside you. The metabolism of fats unveils an orchestrated chemical symphony. Upon ingesting dietary fats, bile acids from your liver emulsify them in the intestine, allowing pancreatic lipase to break them into fatty acids and glycerol. These components are absorbed into the lymphatic system, eventually entering your bloodstream as chylomicrons. Inside cells, they undergo beta-oxidation in mitochondria, converting into ATP, your energy currency. A 2018 study in Cell Reports showed how this process fuels prolonged energy release, vital during fasting. Fats, therefore, represent more than calories. They are intricate energy converters. Glucose, your brain's essential fuel, undergoes glycolysis within moments of consumption. This process, occurring in your cell's cytoplasm, breaks glucose into pyruvate, generating ATP. A 2019 Journal of Neuroscience article detailed how glucose crosses the blood-brain barrier via GLUT1 transporters, directly impacting cognitive function and alertness. Insufficient glucose can impair brain operations, underscoring its role beyond mere energy. Inside you, glucose's journey proves vital for maintaining the brain's ceaseless demands. The hormonal cascade from sugar is often misunderstood. When consumed, sugar prompts insulin secretion from your pancreas, facilitating cellular glucose uptake. A 2021 study in diabetes care showed insulin also inhibits glucagon, a hormone that raises blood sugar levels. This dual action stabilizes your blood sugar, preventing dangerous highs and lows. However, chronic high sugar intake can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Thus, sugar's impact is not inherently villainous, but rather depends on frequency and context of consumption. Consuming excessive protein over time strains your kidneys. High protein intake increases the kidney's workload due to nitrogen from amino acids, which must be converted to urea in the liver and excreted. A 2020 study in nephrology dialysis transplantation found that prolonged high-protein diets can exacerbate kidney damage in those with pre-existing conditions. Yet, balanced protein supports muscle and tissue repair without undue strain. The body's nitrogen balance becomes a juggling act, reminding us that excess can tip physiological scales. Protein, when overdone, reveals its hidden burdens. Chronic overconsumption of carbohydrates, particularly refined sugars, leads to insulin resistance. This condition dulls your cell's response to insulin, causing persistently high blood sugar levels. A 2019 publication in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology highlighted how this resistance underlies type 2 diabetes, affecting over 400 million people globally. Insulin resistance also prompts increased fat storage, contributing to obesity. This isn't about carbohydrates being inherently harmful, but rather about the types and quantities consumed. When balance tips, metabolic disorders emerge, reshaping the landscape of your health. Excessive fat intake, particularly trans fats, wreaks havoc on cardiovascular health. These fats, found in processed snacks, increase LDL cholesterol while decreasing HDL, as confirmed by a 2021 circulation study. This imbalance promotes arterial plaque buildup, heightening heart disease risk. Trans fats also induce systemic inflammation, compounding the threat. Yet not all fats are equal. Omega-3 fatty acids, abundant in fish, offer protective effects against inflammation and heart disease. The dichotomy in fat types underscores the critical role of dietary quality over mere quantity. Insufficient fiber intake leads to a sluggish gut and increased disease risk. A 2019 meta-analysis in The Lancet revealed that low-fiber diets correlate with higher rates of colorectal cancer and cardiovascular disease. Fiber promotes healthy digestion, feeding beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids. These acids bolster gut health and systemic immunity. Without adequate fiber, this microbial symbiosis falters, impacting overall health. Fiber's role extends beyond regularity, embodying a crucial element of long-term wellness. Misunderstandings about fiber reveal the broader implications of dietary neglect. Food companies often exploit the allure of sugar-enhancing products with high-fructose corn syrup to boost palatability. This additive, metabolized primarily in your liver, can lead to fatty liver disease. A 2022 study in Hepatology Communications showed that chronic high-fructose intake increases liver fat accumulation, affecting over 25% of adults worldwide. While moderate sugar has its place, the excessive hidden sugars in processed foods distort our natural taste preferences. This manipulation highlights an unsettling truth: taste can be engineered, and our bodies bear the metabolic cost. Ultimately, what we consume shapes more than just our diets, it defines our physiology.